Guys, hi friends, welcome back to Shiko Hope TV USA. My name is Shiko Hope, and this is where we say inawezekana. We give you hope, we tell you never give up, never lose hope, inawezekana. So guys, if this is your first time here, welcome to this channel. If this is your first time here, comment below, let me know you are new, and as usual I will heart your comment. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. This is your home, this is where you belong. Comment below and let us interact in the comment section, and I will heart your comment as well. So guys, this program is proudly brought to you by AMD Realtors. Guys, as you can see from the title, today I'm doing the part 2 of my baby story, giving birth in America story. Today is part 2. This is after you ladies, you are telling me, Shiko, umetuweka sana, please come bring the part 2. We want to hear more about it. And here I am. So sit down, relax, and enjoy this video to the last minute. Here I am. Now, last time we looked at the pregnancy, how it was from the first day to the last day until the baby was born. And I told you guys that I had Medicaid. I didn't pay for the services. I did not pay for the doctor's appointment. I did not pay for scans. I did not pay for anything. All my charges were paid for by the Medicaid. I didn't pay even a cent. I was so lucky to have that. Now, I also told you about my work, that we are given the maternity leave and the extension. Let me clarify on that, because after I said that, so many moms here in America, they were telling, Shiko, which job, which company do you work for? So that we can come. When I know I'm already pregnant, I can come there so they can give me all that benefits. Now, it is not easy. They have their rules too. You have to be working with them for the last 1 year. So you qualify to get the benefits for the maternity leave and everything. And you have to be a full time. You must have been a full-time employee there, and also have worked there for more than 1 year. So you can't just know that you are pregnant and you come today. In the next 4 months, you get the benefits. No, it is not like that. They know people can do that, but for me, I was with the company for the last 3 years, so I was already qualified for that, and I was also a full-time there. Now, the leave, because some ladies here, they were telling me, is it family-related leave, FMLA, or is it, do you mean maternity leave, as in maternity leave? Let me clarify on that, what leave I was on. Because guys, I told you, if you can go back to that video, I told you I stayed home for more than 6 months. With pay. Now, this is how it happened. Or this is the leave that I got. Now, you have your own PTO. I had my PTO. So I just used my PTO before the baby was born. Before the baby was born, I used my PTO. That one is paid normal salary 100%. Once the baby is born, because I told you I took my leave earlier because of the COVID, I feared for my life and my baby's life. So I decided, because it is in April and I'm due in May, let me just take this precaution. I don't want to lose my baby or to lose my life, because I deal with so many people there. I decided I feared for my life and for my baby's life. So I took early leave. I used my PTO. So that one was covered by PTO. After now the baby was born, this is where the story is. After the baby is born, you call them. You tell them, I am ready on maternity. I am ready, a mom. I gave birth yesterday because that is what I did. I just delivered my baby yesterday. So I just want to start my leave. And they were so good. They responded so quick. They told me, "Oh, congratulations for your newborn baby. So your name and everything, they have to verify that you work for them and you qualify." So they were like, "Oh, you qualify for the maternity leave benefits. 16 weeks fully paid, 100% paid maternity leave. 16 weeks. Those are approximately 4 months. 4 months. After I was done, so I enjoyed my maternity leave. I'm at home with my baby. My pay is coming in as usual. Ting, every pay period. Ting, 4 months. 100% paid. 16 weeks. I was lucky. That's not all. So, after now 16 weeks were over, I had to call them. If I want to go back to work, you have to call them. You can't just wake up and go to work. You have to call them for the return to work. But I could not feel like I'm okay to go back. They have that allowance. So you can extend your maternity leave for another period of maximum of 16 months. No, not 16 months, 16 weeks, but 50% pay. 50% pay. So your doctor has to say that, okay, this patient is not okay. She's not fit to work. She needs more time to recover. So my doctor said that because I was not okay, I was not fit to go back to work, and I extended for other 12 weeks. Now the 12 weeks, I was paid 50%, half of my salary now. But you can't compare, so I was just okay. Because I have my baby and I am now regaining my health. Well, I'm not struggling with going back to work, working so hard, leaving a little baby, crying, milk every now and then, pumping and everything. No. I was at home now. Although the pay is not 100%, it is 50%, and I was so okay with it. I was so much okay with it. Now the baby now is, from the time that I extended my maternity leave, my baby was almost 4 months. She was already sitting down without support. So you can see your baby is growing and you are still here. So when my baby was already supporting herself without sitting down without support, now that time I could just leave her for like two hours. I can go to my side hustle. I can do Uber Eats, deliveries, And at the end of the day, I get some cash. So I was not losing at all, because the Uber deliveries, you can go with the baby, and you can go with the baby at the back. You do your deliveries. Maybe you have someone else to watch the baby when you go pick the order from the restaurant, and it is so easy. There is no one else in the car. It is not just like Uber that you are delivering a person. Here you are delivering stuff. So I was doing my Uber deliveries, 3 hours, 2 hours a day. I can do 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, and I was good to go. So the other 50% that I was missing from my job, I was recovering it through the Uber deliveries. And I was so good to go because I am with my baby. I'm working on my own schedule. I'm my own boss by that time. So I was okay with that. Now, those are 12 weeks. I extended for 12 weeks. Now you can count the first 16 weeks, maternity leave, 100% paid. Now this one is 12 weeks, extension of maternity leave, 50% paid. That's not all. Now that is maternity. When the extension was over, I had to call them. And I told them, you know what? My extension is over. And they told me, oh, you qualify. You also qualify for the parental leave. Parental leave, they give even the men. If your wife has delivered a baby, you as a man, and you have worked for them for 1 year, as a full-time employee, you as a man, you qualify for the parental leave. This one is 6 weeks, 100% paid. You as a mom, you as a mom, you enjoy the maternity, the extension. The maternity and the extension. After the extension, now you go now to the parental leave. They call it bonding leave. So you can bond with your baby. Hey, this one is given even if you have adopted. If you have adopted a baby, you can qualify for the parental. It is not a must that you give birth or you deliver yourself. If you have adopted a baby, you get the parental leave. 6 weeks, 100% paid. Guys, what else do you want? You know. Now, with the 6 weeks for the parental leave, you're good to go. Now my baby was like standing on her own without any struggles. By the time I was going back to work after the 6 weeks, my baby was eating like everything. She was past blended food. She was ready. She was eating mashed food. Now we are past now blended stage. You know, my baby did not taste formula. I told you in the other video that when I was being discharged from the hospital, they give you lots and lots of stuff, diapers, like 8 packets. I had like 8 packets. And each packet is 10 diapers. So you can imagine how many diapers are those, free of charge. You didn't pay anything, but you go back home with your bags full than how you went to the hospital. Diapers, formula. I was given a lot of formula, and my baby did not taste that. My baby does not know the taste of a formula even right now. She has never tasted formula in her life. Because I was there. Readily available milk. Mamas, the white gold was there. Anytime. So when I was going back to work, my baby was so grown. When I went to work, my colleagues were like, hey, can you show us the photo of your baby? And I could show them and they were, this is a big baby. They could not believe that I was on maternity leave and my baby is already standing on her own. Because I left my baby so big when I went back to job. I did not have any stress. The stress is there because you have left the baby now for the longest time than before. But it is not that stress that your baby is so tiny. You have left her. She's not supporting her head and everything. So my baby was so big when I was going back to work. This is America. Opportunities are there if you know them. My friends, some were very, very amazed. Were like, hi, Shiko, you are still at home. You have not gone back to work. And I'm like, no, I'm still on maternity leave. 4 months maternity leave. And I'm like, even I'm not planning to go back any soon. And then by the 2nd week, there are some companies, they don't give maternity benefits. There are some companies or some employees, they don't acknowledge or recognize that you are pregnant or what. You use your PTO and that's all. If you don't have PTO, it's up to you. You don't have any money to pay your bills with. So, my company, I highly recommend it. If you want to give birth, join us. Come. We will employ you. You first have to work for 1 year. 1 whole year. So that you can qualify for the benefits. Now, after now going back to work, My baby is there, big, sitting without support, trying to stand. Standing with support, but now she was trying to stand on her own. You can imagine that joy. Now, let me take you back to the day that we were discharged from the hospital. That one was on the leave part. Now, the day that we were discharged on the hospital, remember, I gave birth when it was COVID time. No one was allowed to come to see me except my husband. Even afraid, they could not switch. That my husband go out, my friend come in. They were not allowed to do that. It is one person all the time. Even my kids back home, we sent them photos. Oh, here is your sister, blah, blah, blah. They could not be allowed to come to see the baby at the hospital. And I remember, guys, during the last video, I said I stayed in the hospital for 3 days because my blood pressure was so high. They wanted to stabilize it. So my babies were like, oh, we want to see our baby sister. But they could not be allowed to come to the hospital. So you are just communicating by videos. When I'm in the hospital, they are at home, we communicate by videos. They could see the baby there. But videos is not like real thing. So when we were discharged from the hospital, my doctor came in the morning and she told me, hi girl, we are discharging you today. You are being discharged today. And I was, hey, my blood pressure is okay now. It was not that okay, but it was a bit better than how it was before. So I was so good. I was so happy that I am going home. I'm going home. And before we go home, when you give birth here in America, the baby is not bathed immediately. Yes, the baby is not bathed immediately. They put when the baby is born, immediately the baby is born, she's out of the mom's womb. She's placed here. Kangaroo style. You bond, you cry tears of joy, thanking God. Oh, the baby is there crying. It is that emotional state, So you bond with your baby, kangaroo style. You stay there like 2 hours with your baby. The baby with all the blood and everything that the baby came out. Immediately the baby is, she's put here with all that, the blood, the white stuff, everything. The baby is there. You bonding. And the nurses, they are like, oh, bond with the baby. Now you are there. You are just thanking God. Thank you, God. Thank you. You have saved my life. You have saved my baby's life. Thank you. You are there. It is you, God, your baby. The best time ever. So you are there. They cover you and the baby. You can even sleep. That feeling. So maybe you get tired because of lying on your back, but you know what they tell you? No, be with the baby. So when they take the baby, they check everything. I told you they checked from here to the tip of the toe, and they take the baby back to you. And then let me show you. I don't know if I have that thing. Let me pick it here. I have to show you. Yeah, it is here on the table here. So they have to take the baby's first footprints. Yes. They have to take the baby's first footprints. You can see this. Yeah, you can see that. Immediately the baby is born. As they check from here to the toe, they have to print the baby's first footprints, and you are given that as a certificate. Yes, I still have it with me, the certificate there, and it is yeah. So, and then after they are done, they give the baby back to you. You continue with bonding. continue with the boarding. Now, you are taken to the ward and everything. So you recover there. Now you have two nurses, as I said earlier. You are nurse and the baby is nurse. So when the baby is taken, being screened from here to the tip of the toe, she's put some medicine on her eyes. And you know the baby is sleeping like this, so the medicine will just flow. Some will just flow out of the eyes and everything. And we were told not to wipe. So you can imagine, this baby is already born. And during the birth process, there is that dirt, blood, and everything. Now this is medicine in the eye, shining because it is something like oil. So the baby is there looking like a... And I was asking the nurse, why can't we clean this? No, she has to stay like this for 24 hours. Don't try to wipe anything from her. Yes, she will stay like this for 24 hours. And I was like, really? And you know, guys, the baby is not dressed. The baby is only swaddled with a baby wrapper, just that. No clothes, just a diaper, just that. So now after 24 hours, now the following day, the same time that the baby was born, the nurse comes and she's like, oh, hi, mom. I just come to pick the baby. I just want to go give her a shower. Yes, they shower your baby. The baby is brought back, looking like somebody else. Very cute, very clean. Hey, I was not believing this is my baby. You know, with all the oils and everything, now my baby is back, sparkling, clean. Hey. And I asked the nurse, why didn't you clean her yesterday? And they were like, no, baby is not supposed to be cleaned immediately after birth. She's supposed to remain like that for some hours. Here in our facility, it is 24 hours. Now, take your baby. Now the baby is cleaned. She's dressed in like a t-shirt, white t-shirt, a diaper, and then swaddled with another clean baby wrapper. My baby was looking good. Hey, she was so cute. I could not believe this is my baby. Gosh. Hey, and then she had a hat. You know, she's a girl. She had a hat here. I have to show you guys. I think I will show you that hat here. Pink and bluish. My baby was looking... I miss her. That time. She was so cute. Yes. Then the following day, after that, she was bathed. Even the following day, after that, she was bathed like every day. But when we were in the hospital, she was bathed twice because we didn't stay there for long. And when we were discharged, they told me, oh, Teresa, we are discharging you. Your doctor has agreed we discharge you. So let me take the baby. Now the nurse, let me take the baby and prepare her for discharge. So now I was okay. Now I can go ahead and prepare myself because my baby is taken. Now I can go ahead and prepare myself. I'm going home. Now I called my babies back home. The dad was there, obvious. I told them, we are coming home today. So they were very ready, waiting for their baby sister. They were like, oh, mommy, let us take a shower. We want to welcome our baby when we are clean and ready to receive our baby. You know, this is a newborn baby. We don't want to welcome her when we are not yet, when we are dirty. So they took a shower, everybody. They were ready waiting for us. Now, this is the funny part. When the baby was born, you know, they were send us the photos. Now, the photos that we took before when the baby was not clean, they were not that good. Yes, but now when the baby was cleaned, I took the photo and I sent to them. They were like, no, mama, this is not our baby. They have exchanged. She's so cute. She's so cute. And I was like, yeah, she's the same baby. She's the same baby. The doctors, the nurses have cleaned her. She's so good now. She looks like this is her. This is the real her. She's clean. You know, kids are kids. Okay, now let's move away from that part. When now the baby was taken and she was prepared for discharge. They asked me, do you want her to be dressed in a particular, maybe you came with a particular dress you want to, and I was, yes, I have something for her. I gave it to them and they went, they bathed my baby, they dressed her now with her clothes, her cute dress. Hey! My baby was brought, you know, it is that hospital, yes, my baby was brought looking like someone familiar. I could say, hey, you look familiar. You look familiar, sister. Huh? She was brought now, sparkling now better than when she was bathed the first time. She was so cute. And I don't know what happens when the babies are bathed, sleeping like this. When you see her, she was like, I miss that time, guys. Now, let me not dwell her there so much. But it is so, you know, the joy of a mom being discharged. So when they brought the baby, now my nurse was taking too long to discharge me. My baby is discharged, but now I'm not discharged. So my nurse came and she checked my blood pressure and what, Teresa, I think your blood pressure is not okay. And really? And then I'm prepared to go home. She told me, let me call your doctor. She called my doctor and the doctor said, it's okay, let her go home. But she will be coming here. She'll be monitoring her own blood pressure. Obviously, I know how to do it. So they told me, you'll be monitoring your own blood pressure. If you see it is not okay, give us a call or call 911. So I felt good. Now I am permitted to go. But before you go, you have to make sure, the baby's nurse has to make sure that you have a car seat with you. They can now discharge you, knowing that the baby is okay and safely fitted in the car seat. So that one, we were okay with that and we were discharged. Now, arriving home. I called my babies. Now we are on our way coming. So they were lucky. They were happy. Hey, I could hear them screaming, hey, our baby is coming home. So when we arrived, guys, you know my hood. When we were at the swimming pool, I called them and I told them, we are almost. You could, when we came, when we arrived here, outside, they were at the window peeping if they could see the car. So when we came, woo, all of them outside to my place where I was seated. You know, I was here and the baby, I was at the back seat with the baby there. So they came. Now I'm telling you how it happened. My baby Ian is the one who came out first. To see the baby. So he came, you know, there is that car, you know, you're not now the baby, now there is the baby. So there is that car, Casoro, that, oh, you have a new baby, you are no longer the baby of the house. So he came and he was like, hey, mom, the baby is so tiny. And I'm like, tiny? He was like, I thought the baby will come and we play ball immediately. And I'm like, really? I'm still in the car. Still, we have not gotten out. Now, Shiro was the second one to arrive. She was like, oh, the baby is so cute. Oh, now I have 2 sisters. You know, that joy that Shiro has 2 sisters. Now, Ian is here saying the baby is so tiny. I thought we'll go out and play football. Now, Jerry was inside. I think she was in the bathroom. When we came inside the house, Now Jerry came. Then we were seated there. I told them, guys, come we pray. You know, guys, we have to give God all the glory. You know, it is not a must that you go to the hospital, come back, both of you. You know, we had to pray. So I told them, guys, come we pray. Now before Jerry could see the baby. Jerry is someone else. I'm going to tell you more about Jerry. So we prayed. As we were praying, I told Jerry to pray. Yes, Jerry is the pastor of the family. If you don't know, Jerry is our pastor. She prayed. And as she was praying, the baby was like, you know that sound the babies make? Jerry stopped the prayers, opened her eyes because I could open mine too, checked on the baby like this, and then continued with the prayers. But she could not continue. She could not make the prayers longer because the baby has interrupted. Okay? Now when Jerry stopped and we said amen, I continued. I took over. I continued with the prayers. Now I made the prayers. Now the ile ya kufunga, the closing prayers. Now after we were done with prayers, Jerry stood up. And told, Mom, this baby does not recognize that we are praying. She's disrupting when we are praying. And I'm like, excuse me, this is a small baby. She does not even know her name. And she was like, let me see her. She went where the baby was and she peeped and she went, gosh, she looks like me. Mom, the baby and me, we look alike. Now, because of that sound, the screaming, the baby cried because it was so loud. Jerry was so loud. So, the baby cried like that cry. Now, Jerry was scared. And I was like, oh, why are you scared? The baby is crying. She will be crying like this. By the way, this is just but a start. She will be crying like real cries. Jerry was like, so the baby will be crying? I thought the house will remain the same. No cries, no nothing. I told her, you know, this is just a small baby, 3 days old. 3 days old. But the cries will be more and mostly at night. Jerry went back to the seat and he was like, Mommy, I am saying this. No one will disrupt me. No one will disrupt me from my beautiful sleep. And I'm like, Jerry, what did you just say? Mom, you know I like sleeping more at night, you know. And I like my sleep. I love my sleep. I don't want anybody to interrupt my beautiful sleep. That is Jerry. And he left. And she left. Now I was like, gosh, we just came in and now the rules and regulations. But it is what it is. So we just finished everything unpacking. They unpacked. They brought the baby stuff inside, everything. And then they came when I went to bed. Because I had taken a shower in the hospital. So I just changed to my comfortable clothes and I went to bed with my baby. So when I went to bed, all of them, including Jerry, is there. They want to see the baby, to count the toes, the figures, the everything. And then the bonding started. The bonding started with the siblings. A small baby. Jerry could hear. She runs from her bedroom. She runs to come and check on the baby. Right now, she is the best babysitter. She is the best babysitter I have ever seen. Jerry, one thing, she's a morning person. She sleeps early. By 9:30, she's set to go to bed. And in the morning, 6, she's awake. So she comes from her bedroom to my bedroom and she's like, Mom, can I take the baby? If the baby is awake, she's like, Mom, can I take the baby so you can go on with your sleep? Because I know you are not sleeping at night because the baby was fussy and everything. And I'm like, oh yes. She takes the baby. She goes with the baby to her room or to the sitting room, and she babysits her sister so good. When the baby sister is wet or she needs a baby diaper change, the Jerry comes and tells Mom, the baby is wet, can you change? Now I'm trying to train her how to give the baby a diaper change, and I know she will get it. So that was how we came from the hospital. And the welcome, Jerry was a bit harsh at first. But now she is the best babysitter. She is the best. When I want to concentrate with whatever I'm doing, I don't tell Shiro to stay with the baby. No, I tell Jerry, can you come pick the baby? She's the best. Ian is another one. When we came, now after we were done with praying, and Jerry was harsh, saying about her beautiful sleep disruption and everything, Ian was there. He looked a bit reserved at first, but then I come here, young man. What's wrong? Are you okay? And he told Mom, this house needs another blue baby. And I'm like, I just came from the hospital. What are you saying? So my boy was like, all these are girls. I'm the only one who is a boy. So he told me, Mom, this house needs another baby, and he must be a blue baby. And I'm like, okay, wait for this one to grow up, to grow big. We will see how it goes. And I'm like, you guys, do you know how a baby? But right now, they are like this, inseparable. Ian and Jerry, they are the best babysitters. Although Ian is a boy, you can't trust boys with babies. But Jerry is the good one. Ian is the one who runs. The baby is screaming. The baby is poop. The baby is crying. The baby is falling down. Ian is the reporter because he can't handle, but he's good. He's the best bodyguard. He's like the security of the baby. And so far, so good. Now Shiro is a big girl. She knows everything. She knows how to bathe the baby. She bathes the baby. She feeds the baby. She gives the baby the diaper change. She is the one. She is the organizer. She is the oldest of them all. So she's the master. She is the mistress of them all. So far, so good, and everything is okay. They have bonded. The bonding is like this. My baby does not cry. Whenever she's like, yeah, all of them, they love her, and that is how it is until now. And that is my story, guys. So far, so good. And they love her. Like Jerry, you can't imagine she's the one who was harsh at first. Right now, she can sacrifice her everything to attend to the baby. She tells me, Mom, I like taking shower from your bathroom. I don't know why. She does not like the other bathroom. But she tells me, but because the baby is sleeping, I will wait until the baby wakes up because I don't want to go to your room to wake her up. Because I want to take shower from here. That's Jerry. She is real. She does not fake. Jerry is the real one. And she loves her baby sister. Until now, she says, oh, my baby sister looks like me. We look alike, blah, blah, blah. And she's so jealous because she says, Ian, you don't look like our baby. Me and the baby look. But all of them, they love the baby, and that's all that matters. And so far, so good. Last night, I was telling them, today I'm coming to say more about the video. And Jerry said, Mom, yeah, go ahead, finish with this video because next year you are going to do another video because we'll have another baby. This time we will get a boy. That is Jerry for me. So guys, all I can say is that watch this space. Princess Jerry said that next year we will be back with another different story for a baby boy. So I don't have much to say about that. You just watch the space. We will see how it goes. Guys, that's my story. If it was so good, comment below. Let me know your views. Let me know how you see it. Let me know. Let me read your comments. And as usual, we will heart it. Guys, I love you so much. Now, before I end, the issue of birth certificate and social certificate and the social security, let me touch it a little bit, how I got it. When you give birth in America, how you go about the birth certificate and the social security, okay? Birth certificate, it is not like the way we apply in Kenya. We just came here, we applied online. We paid $22, and the birth certificate is mailed to your mailbox. So we applied the birth certificate on the 4th day, and when the baby was 1 week old, we got the birth certificate. It was already here. For the social security, when you are in the hospital, there is someone who works for the government who comes every day to take the registers of the babies that were born that particular day. He is the one who goes ahead and applies for the social security card for every baby who is born in America and whose parents have agreed that the baby will get the social security card. Because not everyone will agree for the baby to get the social security card. For us, we had no, otherwise we had to agree because we are here to stay. So our baby's social security card was mailed the same day the birth certificate was mailed. So my baby got her birth certificate and the social security card when she was 1 week old. She does not need a green card. She's an American. So green card is for us, but for her, she's an American citizen. No need for green card. So guys, in my family, we are 5 green card holders and 1 American citizen member of my family. We are so blessed. So far, so good. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it is a very long one, but I know you will like it. Thank you guys. Until next time. Bye bye.